Good morning, Philadelphia Eagles fans, and good morning, NFL fans, to Week 5 of the 2025-26 NFL season. Well, this week, our Philadelphia Eagles are here playing here at home, trying to maintain being undefeated against the Denver Broncos. All right, so this season so far, I've been doing daylight videos, which is a little different than what I've been doing in years past. So a little superstitious, I'll say. I went back to my old hat, went back to my old time, still same place, right down here, Center City, Philly. It's my favorite place on earth. But we're gonna keep on going with this every single week like we normally do. Little recap from last week, and this is where we're at as a team, as a fan base that's also still recovering from the Phillies losing last night to the LA Dodgers. Last week we played against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers without their top wide receiver. Okay, even without that, people were still banking on Baker beating our Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not even going to say the person's name, but they're getting to be pretty annoying how much hate there's out there for Jalen Hurts, even though all he does is win. He does what's necessary in order to win. He scored 31 points. It got pretty close at the end. It's weird how close it felt in our hearts because it was 8-point difference. So they would have to go down the field and score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion. But yes, it did feel a little too close for comfort, right? Especially against a team that historically has owned us, right? So, a couple takeaways. We jumped out there, it's what, 24-6? Same ball that we've always been playing. We've been playing mistake-free ball, like we don't turn the ball over often, which allows for us to take advantage of short fields when we get the ball from somebody else. We have been, I believe, 11 for 11 in the red zone. That's significant, right? That's actually the best in the league. You can't get any better than 100%, right? So we're taking advantage of those opportunities and we're scoring touchdowns, which included a fake tush push, brotherly shove, what do you want to call it, as we lined up for an obvious play that turned out to be not so obvious. I turned around, everybody kind of knew it was going to be something different because the play call was a lot longer than it needed to be, right? So I'm kind of surprised the team didn't pick up on that and make adjustments. More on that in a second. Keely Wingo actually played pretty good. Those two big plays that went really long wasn't against him. So, does he get another shot this week? Yes, he actually does. Looking at some of our play, we didn't get to sack Baker that much, right? So our D-line's not getting there. And Saquon Barkley is still not breaking out. He didn't have a breakout game yet, right? And we're 4 games in. So what's going on with our offensive line? Like, is the departure of Mekhi Becton a whole lot bigger? And what is looking like Lane Johnson is not up to 100%. He's not able to finish games now. Is this the last year of Lane Johnson? Right? So we're looking at that as well. There's so many pieces and parts to this. But then what's been on center stage is Kevin Patullo. Very predictable play calling. Very predictable play calling that is causing for other teams to be able to stack the box when they know we're going to run the ball, right? Just putting up against already not the same kind of offensive line we had last year, putting into predictable running plays that people can stack against Saquon, which is making it a lot tougher to run the ball and get that side going. Without being able to get that side going, when you have predictable runs, you also then have predictable passes. If you know you're in 3rd down and greater than 5 or so, you're not going to be running the ball. What does that equate into? You don't have that explosiveness on the outside anymore because then people can change their coverages, especially Tampa with like the Tampa 2. They can change their coverages and limit A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. So we have a lot of things that are concerning. The wild thing is, last year at this time, we just came off a loss against Tampa Bay, a pretty big loss, and we were 2-2. This year, we're learning a lot. Not up to speed. We're 4-0. Pretty interesting spot because there's only 2 teams left in the NFL that are undefeated, and it's us and Buffalo. Now, and we don't feel so great about this right now because we can't put a full game together. Either we start fast and end in a dud, or we start crappy and we end hot. Like, that is a tale of 2 weeks against 2 good teams when it comes to the Rams and the Bucs. Like, against the Rams, we didn't do anything in the first half and then turned it up and won the game at the end. We came out really fast against the Bucs and then didn't do anything in the second half. Got to put a full game together. And what does that look like this week? In the next couple weeks, we have Denver, we have the Giants, we have Minnesota, we have the Giants. We have 4 games right now that we can start building some confidence. Yes, I know people are saying Denver's defense is good. We'll see. So they played a close game against Tennessee. Fine. They lost against the Colts. Now this year, the Colts are actually a pretty good team, right? They're gonna make a little noise. Danny Dimes, that's crazy, right? Then they lost against the Chargers. Now, initially, I would say the Chargers are a good team, but then the Chargers just lost to the Giants. So we have to kind of figure this part out. It's the beginning of the season, first 4 games, anything could happen. It's football. But then the Broncos went ahead and manhandled the Bengals like they were supposed to, right? And they won 28-3. But that's also without Burrow. So who are the Broncos really right now? Who are the Eagles right now? Now, we're a team that's not living up to expectations, right? And we still haven't put a full game together. We haven't had a crazy breakout game by Saquon Barkley. And really, our wide receivers haven't really gotten going all the way. Dallas Goedert has had his games, right? He had 2 shovel passes for touchdowns. But we need a dominant game. We need multiple dominant games. Kevin Petrillo needs to open up the playbook a little more and see what that looks like and build momentum in these next 4 games. These next 4 games against Denver, against the Giants twice, and I believe against Minnesota, need to open it up, need to learn how to play call a lot more aggressive, and it might be the time to do so because we might have more opportunities, and that will be within our benefit. But it's a good thing, right? It's a good thing that we have expectations for these Eagles. Kind of like what I was alluding to. We just came off a loss in the divisional round against the Dodgers. The Phillies did, right? In my opinion, that's my number 2 team. It's the Phillies. The Union just winning, so they're up there. Flyers, yes, Sixers, you're my last team. So I look at the Eagles as my top team no matter what. Just coming off a Super Bowl victory this last season, and I think they can do everything. I think they can do it again. They just have to get right back into the swing of things and start building momentum like we did last year. It's interesting, as an Eagles fan, we see so many tales of the tape. We lost Super Bowl 57, but we were doing really, really well. Then we came out like gangbusters, went 10-1 the next season, and then tanked it from there, lost to Tampa Bay. Then last year, we started off a little slow, 2-2, and went through and just trucked everybody. Who are we this year? We're gonna find out more and more about that every week that goes by. And then this week, we get to prove it against the Denver Broncos. So back like we do, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning here in Philly, old hat, or get up, same result. Eagles win. That's what I'm predicting when we play the Denver Broncos today here in Philly. All heart, all day. Let's get Saquon going. Let's get A.J. Brown going. Let's get Smitty going. Let's get Hurts going. Let's get that defense. Let's get some sacks. Let's get another win and go 5-0. As we always do, go Birds, baby. E-I-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Let's go!